Om Shri Ganeshaya Namo Namah. Greetings to everyone world over, all our brothers and sisters across the globe, wherever you are. We extend you a very hearty welcome, very warm welcome. It's indeed a great pleasure to have you with us. And today we are proceeding, we are moving ahead yet with our powerful journey, which we have every day in the evening at 8 p.m. Indian Standard Time. We are moving ahead in that. And today, ladies and gentlemen, we have got very interesting, relevant today's topic. That's a MSME Day world over, 27th June 2023. And hearty welcome to each one of you. We will talk about today's sector, which contributes maximum to India's economy, and it has got approximately 30% contribution to India's GDP. All of us, when we talk together, we move together. Let's move quickly because there's a lot to share with all of you. On behalf of ICSI, we extend a very hearty welcome to each one of you. Today is the World MSME Day 2023. Certain important facts I would like to share with you. Now, Micro, Small and Medium Size Enterprise Day. It was established on June 27th by the United Nations General Assembly in 2017. And since then, we are celebrating this. It gives sufficient support to micro, small, and medium-sized enterprise that have the potential to transform economies, encourage the creation of the new job, and foster equitable economic growth. जब हम इस चीज की बातचीत करते हैं तो भारत के संदर्भ में future ready MSMEs for India at the rate 100. That means when India celebrates 100 years, what would be the scenario and contribution of MSME to India when today it is 30%? And it serves as the theme of the World MSME Day 2023. And this year's theme for the day is building a stronger future together, which is also being used by the Global Council for the promotion of excuse me, international trade. Hearty welcome to each one of you. And our chamber is focusing on services sector. And these are the constituent sectors of the service industry. India's focus, our focus, services exports. Long back, I still recall when Dr. Arun Kumar Pandaji, he was the Secretary Ministry of MSME, and Ram Mohan Mishra ji was the Additional Secretary. Our chamber submitted number of roadmaps and strategy papers to the Ministry of MSME. Why not to bring services sector in the fold? And our focus was tourism, hospitality, airlines, media, entertainment, IT, all that services sector, different components. Here you can see tourism and hospitality industry, which we proposed to the Ministry of MSME during their tenure. Media, entertainment industry, education and skills sector, IT, ITES, and that was IT, ITES has got a great contribution to make it retail sector, financial sector, and we are grateful to Government of India that on 13th May 2020, the Honorable Finance Minister of India, she gave the new definition basically for manufacturing and services sector when we talk about, because earlier the government more focus was on manufacturing sector. And I still recall the new definition was given for micro, small, and medium enterprise. And there was a component of the investment as well as your turnover. If you are taking micro investment, that is, when you're looking at 1 crore, turnover 5 crore, small investment 10 crore, turnover 50 crore, and then medium investment up to 20 crore and turnover up to 100 crore, that was taken care of. Now, services with technology in demand during and post-COVID, when we talk about health sector and education sector, had lots of challenges. And as far as tourism industry is concerned, hospitality industry is concerned, airline industry is concerned, we came totally to standstill. There was absolutely nothing happening. The maximum suffering, the maximum jolt, the maximum, you can say the blow which was given to these three areas: tourism, hospitality, and aviation. Of course, education, we kept on moving by various means and digital hybrid learning, flip learning, blended learning, all that was taken. When we talk about it, technology is playing very important role for all of us. We all got to understand in all sectors, whether manufacturing or services, this is playing very important role. As I made a mention, here is the flow chart, and you would know approximately 63 million MSMEs are there in India, as it is in the the black and white when you talk about, यानी कि 6 करोड़ 30 लाख के करीब. Or there, if you see the contribution, 94% of them are small, 4.5% that is macro, and 1% that is medium. So that is the kind of a scenario we have got, we are taking into consideration. Now, the World Bank statistics, something important over here shows 2022 stats, if you take of the MSME, that this sector represents about 90% of the businesses and more than 50% of the employment globally. Now, various statutory bodies which are there in the MSME, you've got Khadi and Village Industry Commission, you've got Choir Board, you've got NSIC, National Small Industries Corporation Limited. I still recall Rabindranath ji and his entire team, how they were contributing at that point of time when we had discussed. National Institute for Micro, Small and Medium Enterprise, Mahatma Gandhi Institute for Rural Industrialization. Now, the key MSME states, when you talk about, on your tips, you can figure Maharashtra, Tamil Nadu, Gujarat, Rajasthan, and Karnataka, how well they are doing. And when you look at the market size, I've already discussed with you. Now, registered MSME in India in the financial year 22, if you talk about, 49% is in urban MSME and 51% is approximately rural. As far as the employment generation is concerned, after agriculture, it's the MSME sector which generates the second highest level of employment. And contribution to the GDP, I've already discussed with you. Rural development, when you talk about 50% of the MSME which are located in the rural areas, they are aided in the industrialization of the rural areas, at the low capital cost. So rural socioeconomic growth and multiplier effects and all that you have to take. Social inclusion, when you talk about, and the annual report, when you read, you get the stats right over here. How there's a distribution of SCs, STs, OBCs, journal enterprises as per the Udhyam registration as on 31st December. Now, there were 5 government initiatives which were taken: sense of security for employees, access to market, technology upgradation, easy of doing business, access to credit. Now, technology upgradation is once again very important, which we have to consider. As per the data which is available from the Ministry of Micro, Small and Medium Enterprise, somewhere on November 25th, 22, the Udhyam registration portal, if you see the kind of a registration under micro, small, medium, and the champion sector all being listed over there. The government has got various policies being announced, which were given over there, how it has to move. And particularly due to COVID-19, 2 important announcements being made: 9,000 crore in revamping the credit guarantee scheme. And additionally, if you see the collateral free credit of 2 lakh crore rupee and reduce the credit cost by 1%. Uh, as far as digital technology is concerned, there's a very less budget for transformation initiatives. I think it needs more boost, which we have to take into consideration. So that is something which we all to understand. Digital locker, DigiLocker, which we talk about, that is also. Now, Northeast India, when you talk about it, up to, we have got the stats till June 2022 last year. The central government announced a new initiative called Promotion of MSMEs in Northeast region and Sikkim. The main purpose of this project was to stimulate the MSME in the northeast region of India, establishing many technological centers, developing new and existing industrial estates, and promotion of tourism. Now, tourism, how much hand holding it has been given during the pandemic, we all have to understand. Are they really happy? Okay, you have to understand. I was talking about the other day the president of tourist guides, regional tourist guides, and he was giving me various inputs to get a 1 lakh of rupees loan, what all documents to be submitted, what all is to be done. Now, over here, we are taking, SIDBI has also joined hands with the Google to help the MSMEs. Now, when you talk about a couple of other opportunities, the Bombay Stock Exchange, they announced that it has collaborated with the All India MSME Association to encourage and promote the listing of MSMEs and startups. That also we have to consider. Now, Meta India, when you say it announced the launch of online resource center, Grow Your Business Hub, to help MSMEs to find the relevant information tools and other areas. Now, three key permanent, the parameters when we talk about three key parameters that are vital for the success of MSME. What are the three important areas? Financial stability, availability of the skilled labor in MSME clusters, and market competitiveness of their products to achieve important substitutions as well as exports. A lot of people during the COVID left the working places and they went to their hometown. They started something over there. They come back to the original factories or corporate houses or places where they were working, or still there are challenges. All that has also to be seen in detail and to be taken into consideration. The factors which led to the growth of the MSME, now it has fast access to collateral free financial. That's what is being conveyed to us thanks to partnership with the modern non-banking finance, fintech enterprises, and others. That is also to be considered. That is also to be seen how the things are moving. Now, digital initiative in the MSME sector, which has been taken, you got to understand Udyog Aadhaar Memorandum, MSME Data Bank, My MSME, MSME Sampark, MSME Sambandh, and then MSME Samadhan, and MSME Sambhav, and grievances monitoring, all that being taken. Now, the ministry, when we talk about MSME, sectors such as IT, tourism, hospitality, healthcare, education, they have significant areas of the growth of MSME in the services sector. And it suggests that MSME in the services sector should focus on skill development, adopting new technologies, taking the digital path, enhancing customer experiences to remain competitive in the market. That is something very important. These are the 12 champion sectors which were identified, and a lot of work we have done with the Ministry of Commerce and Industry. And I still recall 28th February 2018, the green signal was given, and you can see right on the top over here, we have given you the codes also, which are the 12 identified areas. Where are they available? You can see now enhancing the competitiveness of India's services sector, because it promotes GDP, it creates jobs, it promotes exports. 12 identified sectors, they basically were taken into consideration. Now, when you talk about these 12 champion sectors, and there was an action plan also being prepared and everything being given, and this is to enhance the competitiveness of India's services sector, create more jobs in India, contribute higher to the GDP, boost the exports, and embedded services are substantial part of goods as well. Competitive services sector will add to the competitiveness of the manufacturing sector as well. Over here, we have to understand that services component is there in manufacturing also, and it is there in agriculture also. Both the parts of economy, when we talk about it as a great component. Now, over here, when you take into consideration what could be the strategy to promote trade in services. Now, the Bureau of Indian Standards has set up dedicated services sector division council to formulate Indian standards in the various services sector, especially these 12 champion sectors under the Ministry of Commerce and Industry. Wherever possible, the Indian standards are harmonized with the international standards for ensuring that the quality of the services match global expectations. Now, the Bureau of Indian Standards, they have already published 143 approximately the standards on services till January 2023. I'm sure some more must have been added. The ways MSME in the hospitality and in the tourism industry can bring in business growth year round, it got to be active and consistent on social media, build online customer relationship, collaborate with the influencers and content creator, stay relatable. That is something very important. But everything needs money. And when it needs money, what incentives, what perks, what initiative, what relaxation government of India giving, that is something very important. Now over here, if we see hotel and tourism, they both are interdependent. They both are inseparable. It's like a hand and glove. You've got to be taking into consideration the person who is traveling now from 1st of July, the new norms coming up on the outbound tourism, some additional tax burden coming up. TAFI Travel Agents Federation, I was talking to Ajay Prasad ji and a couple of other people, the president part. So they are they are giving various recommendations, but how much government really accepts and understands what is the contribution of services sector and particularly tourism, hospitality and aviation. Now with regard to fintech, when we talk about it's to reboot startup policies to enhance the potential of innovative new ventures for recovery. Now, Startup India for the prosperous India, startups are being given a lot of encouragement and they are being given a lot of push. If you go on to startupindia.gov.in, you get to know the latest what all government is recommending. Now, over here, by the year 2030, what government of India is expecting and what Piyush Goyal ji made an announcement. He told we should have an export approximately 2 trillion from India and 1 trillion should be the product export and approximately 1 trillion should be the services export. And there the growth has to be seen, what kind of a compound growth CAGR. Now services exports climbing up, but at the same time see the ladder statistics of yourself. Welcome to the launch of Champion 2.0 portal that was there. And this is Agrami, Adhunik, and Atmanirbhar, the Ministry of Micro, Small, and Medium Enterprise, the single window system which was launched for the MSME, and with that, new ideas being invited for the hackathon. And that was something which Ministry of Micro, Small, and Medium Enterprise took initiative. Good. And congratulations, IIT Jodhpur, that's what I'm talking about, Hackathon 2.0. Then thereafter, we have been moving MSME Idea, Hackathon 3.0, women focused, and that is registration now open, they say. Launch of call for ideas for application of 5G technology in MSME. So that is again, once again, a big initiative. MSME geotagging mobile app, geotagging and MSME clusters, MSME TC and TR, and couple of other things. So geotagging of the MSME cluster and DFOs, that's also being initiated. There are approximately 37 sector skill councils. Now we got to see MSME fits in where all MSME can be a part, where all, what all initiatives are being taken, what development is being done. So all that is to be deliberated. It has to be taken care of. 21 modules of life management skills, which our chamber developed. That's beyond 4, that is education, employment, entrepreneurship, employment, and empowerment. We had taken 21 modules of life management skills, very important ICSI observation, our quality, our quantity, we require speed, challenge of equality, sustainability, lack of awareness, and ICSI's innovative strategy through its digital inspirational lab. We got to go digital, we got to adopt technology, and you got to have immediately implementation of technology the best possible way. And we gave a couple of knowledge and skill based program, and that is industrial motivation, the campaigns. People in service industry, they still feel it is joining armed forces, IS, IPS, IFS, and couple of other areas. These are services. People do not know how vast is service industry and how many segments are there as far as service industry is concerned. So various management development program, executive development program, entrepreneurship development program, entrepreneurship skill development program, business skill development program we had proposed to the ministry. There should be pan India awareness of the service industry, because service industry is growing very fast. So ladies and gentlemen, very important to understand whatever your mind can conceive and believe it can achieve. Let's come together for service industry through MSME route. And we are available on the YouTube every day at 8 p.m. with you. And it is at the rate ICSI India Live. If you subscribe it, like it, share it, comment, you can share your vision. We are also bringing through the feast forum of educators and skill providers for tourism, where there would be one of the technical session on the MSMEs, artificial intelligence in tourism and hospitality education. It's going to take place on 5th and 6th of October, coexisting with the United Nations World Teachers Day, the UN announcements on that. It will be at Hotel Sandy's Tower, Bhubaneswar in Odisha. One must enjoy beautiful place, beautiful people, and very fast growing, competitive younger generation. And tourism and hospitality is growing very fast. We extend you a very warm welcome to be a part of these deliberations. And this is going to be on 5th and 6th of October. Tomorrow, ladies and gentlemen, 8 p.m., we will be talking about enhancing hotels' guest experience, how to amaze the customer, how to make customer very happy, friendly, repeat tourism, coming back to the hotel again. And that would be fantastic tomorrow when we take on this journey with you. Look forward meeting you tomorrow at 8 p.m. with yet another powerful evening and a powerful program. With these words, my deep gratitudes and thanks to all of you. And let's work out the best strategy what we can do to promote the MSME. And as far as Government of India is concerned, we would request give some perks, give some incentives, give some subsidies, give some kind of a hand holding to the entire travel trade. And on the top of everything, the technology has to be adopted quickly, faster way. Although AR, VR, metaverse, everything is coming in a very big way. And all these social platforms and digital platforms are trying their level best. We will talk rest tomorrow evening at 8 p.m. इन्हीं शब्दों के साथ आपका बहुत बहुत आभार, बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद. कल फिर मिलते हैं और आपसे एक और मुलाकात में और हम बात